Hello, and welcome to 12 Days of Gratitude. It's super exciting to bring you this wonderful challenge because gratitude is one of the key strategies to helping you to increase your experience of happiness in your life. We know happiness is really dependent on our capacity to experience the present moment as something that is wonderful, something that we can be grateful for, something that we can appreciate. And so over the next 12 days, are going to be 12 strategies delivered to your inbox that are going to be outlining the strategies that we know to be most effective in helping you to not only understand what gratitude is, but to start to have a lived experience of what it is to actually be grateful. And it's so interesting because we so often think that, yes, gratitude is important. We know we should be grateful, but so often we're on automatic pilot that we kind of miss the capacity to really tune into gratitude on an emotional level. And so what happens there is we have an understanding of gratitude. We know we should be grateful, but we kind of have this dissonance between the head and the heart that to go, yeah, life is really tough sometimes and we have adversity, or maybe we're trying for things that we really want in our life and it's taking longer than we'd like, or that challenges just arise. And so how do we be grateful in those moments? And that's what this course is in part about, amongst other things. And so how can we actually start to be grateful in good times and bad? Because what we know is we have this idea of broaden and build. So when we're in the good times, yes, we can be grateful, and that's somewhat easy, not always given, by the way, but in happiness and good times, we can be grateful, and really turning our mind to turning that up when that's happening for you. In addition to having some strategies that can really emotionally shift you when things are not going so well. And that's equally important because that provides a buffer, it provides a foundation. When things are not going so well, we can actually turn our mind to experiencing gratitude for the wisdom in that particular moment. And so I decided to do this intro video outside because it's such a beautiful day. And as I was sitting here doing my journaling in readiness to start doing this course, it was just such a beautiful day, and I thought, actually, what a wonderful message here, just right in this moment, about every moment being a gift. And I was sitting here reflecting because today is my anniversary, 6 years married to Dean. And it's so interesting because in the last 6 years, we have accomplished so much, and it's really incredible when I look around. As much as our house is a work in progress, we've accomplished so much. Even buying the acreage that we wanted, that was something that was a dream for both of us. For me, my whole life, this is what I've always wanted. And yet throughout the last 6 years, it really hasn't been easy at times. And the challenge of developing a bush block has been overwhelming at times. And yet when I sit here 6 years later and I go, wow, this is something that I've longed for my whole life, and yet here it is, when I come off automatic pilot just for a moment, and hopefully increasingly moments as we proceed through this course, that when you come off automatic pilot and you question, at what point in your life was your life as you know it now exactly as you'd hoped for, wished for, longed for, prayed for, whatever it is? That when you look at your life now, what aspects of your life are those things that, say, for me, 6 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it is, what aspects are present in your life right now that you had hoped for, wished for, planned for, and created, that are now in your life? And when you look at it like that, and so for me, we often do laps around the block. And when I actually tune in, like we did laps around the block before this block was actually ours, and Dean and I thought, wow, how fabulous would that be if this was ours? How fabulous would it be if this was our life? And it is our life now, and we've got 2 children and more dogs than we will know what to do with. And when I walk around consciously, mindfully tuning in to the fact that this was something that I wanted, longed for, worked really hard to get to, and as I say, as much as it hasn't always been easy, when I come off automatic pilot and I ask myself, how fabulous is this that we've been able to create this, exactly what we asked for. And when I tune into that, and ask, is this something that I can be grateful for? Is there a sense of appreciation, a sense of gratitude for what's being created? What is it in my life right now? As much as, life's not always easy, there's challenges day by day. But when you tune into that as a concept and you stop and you take a mindful moment and question what is in your life right now that you can appreciate, that you can be grateful for, that at some point in your life you wished for, longed for, and just sit with that and allow that to bubble up within you and allow that to grow as a warm feeling. And just notice if the tone of it is a thank you, a sense of appreciation, and then leading into that sense of gratitude. And so that is your little strategy to try. And this is going to be one that runs throughout the 12 days, where what I'm going to encourage you to do, and you can do this however you like, but sometimes people like to set reminders in their phone. Sometimes people like to set it to things that they do routinely, so maybe meals or maybe stopping at traffic lights or whatever it is. So you find a way to be able to tune in various moments throughout your day and just to stop and to question, where is the wisdom in this moment? Where is the gift within this moment right now? And if it is at the traffic lights, that might be a challenge, but to really start to turn your mind to the moment as a gift, the moment as something that you can be grateful for, whatever is happening. And so again, this is something that I would ask you to set your mind to, because this is a challenge. By the end of this 12 days, what we really hope for is that you've managed to, every single day, you've managed to turn your mind towards gratitude, and there'll be strategies throughout the 12 days that will be helping you to do that. And so this is one, though, that runs throughout the 12 days. So set your reminders however you do that. And whenever that alarm goes off, you're going to be asking yourself, where is the gift within this moment? What is it that I can be thankful for right now? And so if you are at the traffic lights, it might be the car that you drive. Even if it's not the car of your dreams, if it gets you from A to B, imagine your life without it. Maybe it's the air that you breathe, the clarity of the air that we experience, to say, wow, isn't it nice to be able to experience fresh air, if that's your experience. Even if it's nice to be able to breathe, that's obviously, some people struggle with that. So if that is, something that you can be grateful for, just being able to breathe, these are things that are available to us in each and every single moment when we turn our mind towards it. And whenever you do that, just notice if there's a thank you, just notice if there's a sense of gratitude or a sense of appreciation. And we want to draw on that concept of what we appreciate appreciates. And so when we turn our mind towards it and we ask, and that is a habit. There is a habit that we're developing, and when we practice it, it lays it down. And I've mentioned before that we're laying it down in our neurology. We're getting an embodied experience of gratitude by turning our mind to it and allowing ourselves to get a felt sense of that. Not here, but here. That we're getting a felt sense of gratitude by turning our mind to it, asking, where is the gift in this moment? What right now do I have to be thankful for? And we're really tuning into that. And sometimes it is helpful to go, what would my life be without it? And instant gratitude nearly. Okay, so that's it for the moment, and this is day one, and I really, really look forward to the next 12 days. And by the end of the 12 days, we're aiming for having practiced and turned our mind towards gratitude every single day, and even if it's just for a few moments, and by the end of the 12 days to really start to lay down that habit of gratitude. So I really look forward to the next 12 days and really super happy that you've decided to join us for this challenge. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.